this handling module is present in the above the uh, workpiece. Okay, so if it is above the workpiece, this session there is a sensor here. Okay, I will show you clearly. So here you can see there are 3 sensors here. Okay, so magnetic reed switch, here there is one magnetic reed switch, another one here and another one here. So there are 3 magnetic reed switch to detect the position of the handling device. Okay, so this is a handling module, and this handling module initially it will be above the workpiece. So workpiece will be here and it will be above the workpiece. Okay, so whenever there is a workpiece here, this optical diffuse sensor will sense the object, and then your start button is pressed. What will happen is this plunger or this piston will come down, and initially this gripper, this is a gripper, it grips the workpiece here. Okay, so it is closed. Initially it is closed, so we have to open the gripper when it comes down. When this piston comes down, we have to open the gripper, and then when it reaches down, there are sensors, 2 magnetic reed switch to detect whether this piston is extended or retracted. Whether it is extended or retracted, you can detect using reed switch. You can see here, this is the reed switch. So this is a reed switch, and here also you have another reed switch. Okay, so there are two reed switch here, magnetic reed switch. Also to determine the position of this slider, okay, to determine the position of the slider, you have one reed switch here, another one here. You can see this one which is highlighted. Okay, another one here. Okay, so who is drawing this one? Who wants to draw this?
No, it's me by mistake. I was checking.
Okay, remove that.
Okay, remove.
So whenever the object is or the workpiece is present here, this diffuse sensor will detect the workpiece. Okay, and then it makes the plunger come down. Okay, or the piston come down. When the piston comes down, your gripper should be open, because if it is not open, it will go and hit the workpiece and it will get damaged. So we have to open the gripper, and when it reaches down, automatically your gripper will be closed. Okay, so after it is closed, your piston should retract. Okay, and in the gripper itself, you can see there is a sensor here in the gripper. Okay, so there will be a sensor here in the gripper, which is also an optical diffuse sensor. This sensor is used for measuring the color. Okay, so whether it is red color or black color or silver color. Okay, so based on the color, we are going to sort the workpiece. Okay, so based on the color, for example, if it is black, I will put it in this slide. There are 2 slides here. Okay, so based on the color, I am going to segregate the workpiece. So if it is black, I will put it in the first one. If it is other than black, I will put it in the another one. Okay, so here you have a RFL. Okay, it is a filter regulator lubricator unit. Okay, FRL unit, which is there for filtering the pneumatics air. So all these are based on pneumatics. Okay, so all this slide, everything is based on pneumatic control. So we have a pneumatic FRL unit we use for filtering and lubricating and regulating the air. Okay, so any doubts you have in this?
You have
Victor, we have
this one?
we have
Yes, tell me.
Victor, we have sensor for workpiece and sensor for going the right side.
Yeah, this is only workpiece sensor.
Yeah, and we have for right side and left side, no? For moving the right side and left side sensor.
So
I cannot hear Victor.
That is not sensor, that is actuator. To move it
Okay.
right side, you have a
Okay. cannot hear Doctor.
Move it right side option. So can you hear now? Is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay, so to move it right side or to move it left side, there are actuators, not sensor. Sensor is only to detect the sensor, detect the position. For example, you have one sensor here to detect whether this slide is present here. You have another sensor here to detect present here, and based on the sensor input, you can stop the slide here itself.
Okay.
And this is another sensor for, this sensor is for making the slide stop.
Another slide.
This sensor is for this slide, and this sensor is for to make it above the workpiece holder.
Yeah.
Okay, and this sensor is used for detecting the workpiece, and there is a sensor in the gripper itself. This is your gripper. Okay, it grips the workpiece. In this also there is our sensor which detects whether it is black or not black. Color of the workpiece. Okay, and then
proximate sensor.
No, that is not optical diffuse sensor. Both are optical sensor. Okay. This is the physical model. Okay. I will explain the sequence also. Sequence is there. So function of the handling session is to determine the material characteristics of a workpiece. Okay. To remove the workpiece from a receptacle. So receptacle is nothing but the workpiece holder. Okay. To deposit the workpiece on the metallic red slide or black slide. Okay. Or to pass the workpiece to the subsequent session, the next session, if you want to pass it to the next session. So based on the color, you are going to segregate the workpiece. Okay. So these are the components which are available. Okay. Pick alpha module is the slide, linear slide, which we have for the moving the workpiece. Material handling. Okay. Pick alpha. This is the name of the slide. Okay. And profile plate is nothing but it is the plate in which all the components are attached. Okay. So this whole thing is a profile plate. Okay. Then sliding module is the whole module is the sliding module. Okay.
This will be report number 4 now.
Yeah, report number 4. 3 is processing session. Okay.
Yeah, this have rotary now.
That is rotary, yeah, processing session. Okay. So start prerequisite. First we have to check whether the workpiece is available in the receptacle. Okay. So initial position is linear axis is in position. Okay. So the linear slide should be position. Position is upstream position. It should be above the receptacle. Okay. Lifting cylinder retracted. Gripper is raised. Okay. That is, the lifting cylinder should be retracted. Gripper is open. Gripper should be open. You have to make the gripper open. Okay. Sequence is lifting cylinder advances if a workpiece is detected in the receptacle and the start push button is pressed. If I press the start button and the workpiece is present in the holder, then my lifting cylinder will advance. Advance means extend. Okay. The gripper is closed. After it extends, I will close the gripper. The color identification, workpiece black or workpiece not black, is executed. I will check whether it is black or not black. The lifting cylinder is retracted. Okay.
Okay.
Then workpiece black. If it is black, what you will do? The linear axis approaches the position slide 1. Okay. If it is a black, slide 1. There are 2 slides, right? You will deposit the workpiece in the slide 1 if it is a black. Okay. Black workpiece. The lifting cylinder advances after it reaches that position. Okay. The gripper is opened and the workpiece is deposited on the slide. The lifting cylinder retracts. The linear axis moves into the upstream. Once again it goes back to the original position. Okay. Same way. Next one, workpiece red or silver. Deposit on the outer slide. The linear axis approaches to the position of the slide 2. Okay. After making the workpiece, we move to the slide 2. The lifting cylinder advance, the gripper is opened and the workpiece is deposited on the slide. The lifting cylinder retracts, the linear axis moves into the upstream position. Once again it comes to the upstream position. Only thing is whether it has to deposit in slide 1 or slide 2 is the difference. Okay.
Okay. For the ladder diagram, we have two sides. One side for black and other side for white.
Okay. Graph set. I will show you the graph set. So graph set will be like this. Wait.
You cannot see.
Wait. Like this. Now you can see.
Yeah.
Like this it will be here. First I will explain the allocation list. Okay. So part available, there is a workpiece available sensor. Okay. Then handling station is upstream 1B1. Handling station in at downstream then 1B2. 1B3 is handling station at starting position. That is, it is going to the slide 2. This is slide 1. This is slide 2. Okay. And then gripper extended or not. Okay. Then swivel drive in position downstream. If the linear slide handling station is in the downstream, there is a sensor. Okay. 3B1 is workpiece is not black. Okay. Then 1M1 is handling station upstream outputs. To move the handling station to upstream. 1M2 is handling station to the downstream. 2M1 is eject impulse on. 3M1 is open gripper. Okay, so these are the allocation lists available. So the address is given here. The address is given from the allocation list. Okay. So when you go to this, first when the start is pressed, part is available. Okay. Then 2B2 is 2B2 and 1B1. 1B1 is
the handling
upstream station. It should be at the upstream station 2B2. 2B2 is swivel drive downstream. Okay. So after getting that information, what we can do is we are going to 3M1. 3M1 is extend open gripper. 3M1 open the gripper because initial condition it should be open. Open. Okay. So is it clear till now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. So 3M1 is open gripper. So I will wait for some time. Once again, timer, I am using a timer. Okay. After using the timer, I am going to use a eject impulse. That is, I am extending the cylinder. 2M1 is extend cylinder with gripper open. With gripper open is 3M1. Okay. 2M1 is I am extending the cylinder. Okay. 3M1 is I am opening the gripper. Okay. So once it is fully extended 2B1, this sensor will detect whether the cylinder is extended fully. 2B1. See, 2B1 is gripper extended. It is fully extended. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is extended, I am going to a step where I am going to have no output. I don't have any output here.
Yeah.
Okay. So here I am checking two conditions. I am checking two conditions.
One for red, one for
not black, and one is for black. Okay. So that sensor is 3B1 bar. Okay. 3B1 bar means it is not black. 3B1 means 3B1 is giving a signal it is not black.
Yeah.
If it is a black workpiece, it will not give a signal. So I come to this condition not black. That is 3B1 bar. Okay, 3B1 bar. If it is 3B1 bar, I will do the following step. That is, I am retracting to 1M2 is handling station to the downstream. I am moving to the downstream. Okay. In this step, automatically this gripper will be retracted because there is only extend command for the gripper. It will be automatically retracted here, and here I am moving towards the downstream. Okay, I am moving towards the downstream till this sensor. This is the magnetic reed switch which detects the position of the slide. Okay, when the slide is detected, 2m1. 2m1 means extend the cylinder. I am moving from, this is the moving towards the downstream. Okay. So I stop the moving and I go to extend gripper. I am extending the gripper to B1. 2B1 means once it is fully extended. Once it is fully extended, I am going to open the gripper. 3m1 means open the gripper. Open the gripper means the workpiece falls into the slide. Okay, the workpiece will fall into the slide. Okay, 2B2, that is test. 2B2 is swivel drive in position downstream. If it is in position downstream, 1B2 is handling at downstream station. Okay, then I have a timer here for 3 seconds to make sure that the workpiece is properly deposited. After it is properly deposited, I am coming to another step. That means I am moving the slider to the 1m1 is upstream. Okay, 1m1 is handling to the upstream. So I will move to the upstream. The same procedure only here. It is very similar to this. Both are same. Okay. Only thing is, instead of depositing in slide 1, I am going to deposit in slide 2. Okay, you understand? I change the sensor. The position of this sensor is different and the position of this sensor is different. So based on this position, I am going to deposit this workpiece in slide 1, and based on this position, I am going to deposit the workpiece in slide. So that is the only difference. You have any doubts in the graph set? You have any?
No, okay. No, okay.
Okay, so this is the graph set. Then I think you know already how to prepare the equations from the graph set. Okay, but here you have two timers. Okay, here you have T1, T2. You can use both same timer. You can use because the time delay is same. Only the inputs are different. Okay, so because in this case either the workpiece is black or not black. Okay, so you can use the same timer, but the inputs will be parallel to each other. Okay, X7 and X8 will be parallel to the timer block. Okay, so that is the difference. For example, the timer block will be after you finish the program. Timer block will be something like this. You will have the ladder program like this. This is your timer block.
Timer on or way?
Yeah, it will be T on. Okay, so this will be T2. For example, I am talking about T2, timer 2. Okay, so here you will have two inputs. So this will be X7. Okay, this will be X8. So if X7 is active also, T1 will be, T2 will be getting the signal. Or X8 is also active also, T2 will get the signal. So either this way or this way. T2 can be used.
One time for black and red, doctor.
One time for, yeah, this is for black and red both also. One timer is enough. Because here in this program, you have either black or not black. You have only two conditions, either black or not black. Any one condition is only true. So this condition is true or this condition is true. So when this condition is true, this is not affected. When this condition is true, this is not affected. So you can use the same timer for both the condition.
Doctor?
But if you take the processing session, in the processing session we had different timers for each one because each process is different.
Doctor?
Simultaneously it is going through. Here this is not simultaneous because either this branch you will do either this branch or the other branch.
Doctor?
Yes.
It's not for the X9 the timer.
Timer?
Yeah, because
Yes,
the T2 is the after become X9.
X9 where? No, input to the timer will be previous step only. After this step is completed only, you are going to switch on the timer. You are waiting here.
Okay, that's because the T2.
Yeah, T2 input will be X7
T1.
or X8. Any one input can be possible. X8, if you give X9, X9 is the step after this step. Okay, when this condition is satisfied only, you will go to X9. If both these conditions are not, any one of the condition is not satisfied, then you will not go to X9.
Okay.
Okay, that is why we have to give previous input X7 or X8. Okay, or else you can give, this is 2B2. 2B2 means the sensor which checks whether the piston is extender or not. Okay, 2B2 is here. 2B2 is sensor to check, it is the sensor to check whether you check in the, for example, you check 2B2 what is there in the allocation list. If you have allocation list, open the allocation list and check what is 2B2. I think this is something they have made mistake. Swivel drive in question, because swivel drive is there only in the, what do you say, distribution session there is swivel drive, but in the handling session there is no swivel drive. So check what is 2B2.
I think I have the Word document for the allocation list. I will check it now.
Yeah, I will check. I am also checking.
It's been 2B1?
2B2.
2B2.
Doctor, you were recording this video and put it in Moodle?
No, this video I am not. I am recording, but I am not putting it in the Moodle. You want? I will make another video, because this is all discussion. Everything is there in between. Right?
Okay.
For handling 2B2. 2B2 is
Same, but there's written.
same. Swivel, it is written swivel drive in position, in downstream position, but there is no swivel drive in the actual handling session, because swivel drive is present only in the someone has edited the file, I think, the allocation list file. I think 2B1 is extend gripper, 2B2 is retract gripper, I think, if I am not mistaken. Someone has edited the file itself, because I also copied from the laptop only, the university laptop. It is when the piston is retracted. 2B1 is extend the gripper, 2B2 is retract the gripper. Okay, and 3M1 is open gripper. Open gripper is after opening the gripper you are going to retract. Okay, after you place the workpiece in the slide, you are going to retract. So 2B2 should be the retraction. Okay, after it is retracted, you are going to move the linear axis to the upstream. This is for upstream. Okay, so just make this only this change. Okay, so this will be retract gripper. Okay, gripper retracted. Sensor for detecting gripper retracted. So you can take picture of this. What do you say, the allocation list and the graphs. What do you say, the graph set. Is it clear or?
Yeah, clear.
So you can take picture of the graph set and the allocation list. Ladder you prepare and you have to submit it. Okay. So this will be your experiment number 4, midterm.
Yeah.
Okay.
For midterm we have 3 and 4.
3 and 4 midterm. So when you submit as lab report, and also one copy as I want 2 copies. One copy as lab report, one copy as simulation. Okay. Both different submission. Just change the front page. Okay, change the front page and make the submission.
Sorry, you wanted an email, no?
Yeah, email. When you send email, first you send one email saying that lab report. The front page should be lab report. In the second email, same file, but the front page should be simulation. Okay, test 2. This is for test 2. So when we come for the next lab. We will finish the sorting session. You have only one more session remaining, sorting. Okay. So sorting session we will do it in the next week.
Doctor, I don't have your email. Can write your email.
Okay, in the chat I will write in the chat. Wait.
Okay.
Open the chat, you can get.
Okay.
يعني هو الحين يبي حلين، حل في سيميليشن وايش ثاني؟
Okay, you got the
Okay.
message?
Yeah.
Okay. So any doubts you want to ask, you can ask. If you have any doubts.
One simulation and one report.
Yeah, one simulation.
The different same word, but the different the cover page.
No, wait. I forgot because for your test one submission, for test one, you had two experiments. One is direct method, another one is indirect method. Correct? For distribution. Okay. Test two it is for test two testing session and processing. Test two. Okay. Test two is testing and processing. This is your final. Handling and sorting is for final.
The last one, right, doctor?
Yeah, this is the
The
last
last
one.
station.
But test 2 also, I have not received any submission for test 2. So you have to submit test 2 also, lab report and simulation for processing and testing. Okay.
But I gave you doctor on the university.
University, no one gave me, I think, because you have
No,
not
I
completed
gave-
this exercise itself. Processing
I
was
gave
not.
you for the modular, for the process, and for the robotics altogether.
Robotics, I will check. Okay, no problem. I will
Yeah.
check.
For all the three subjects I gave you at the university.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah,
You
even
have given,
simulation.
because if you have given, I would have already put the marks. You have given. Okay. So processing and testing session is for test 2, and for this handling and sorting is for final. Okay. So sorting we will see it in the next week's lab. Same timing we will see the.
Even for the midterm, doctor, I will try to find it and send it again just in case.
Yeah, in case better you send it through email. Okay.
Yeah. And even for the final.